Kansas or Ohio or Maine, Sarah's hometown. Woo, shout out Maine.
Yay, Mainers!
Or Florida or wherever you are, and you're going for business or pleasure, or it's your big trip to California, LA, maybe you've never been, or maybe you go to LA every month. You mean to tell me you're not going to want to stop by Schwartz and Sandy's for a drink, hoping to see? I mean, these people work there. You mean to tell me the chances of Schwartz not being at Schwartz and Sandy's ever is no? You're going to go and you're going to want to talk to the person that seats you. You're going to want to talk to, you're going to take it slow. You're going to have your drink, ease into it. Oh, you're such a pretty girl. You're such a pretty waitress. Hey, girl, tell us something. No, I agree with you. I think this is great for Schwartz and Sandy's. Yes, this thing going around Lisa and the liquor license. And okay, so this is I mean, I was just at Tom Tom like a month ago before all this. I'm not going back. I mean, first of all, I didn't even want to go. Like that strip of West Hollywood makes me crazy. It's like fucking tourist central. But anyway,
yeah, it is very touristy.
Like I was with a friend, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Great. I ain't going with no liquor license, girl. I ain't going out without my martini, but they're going to work this out. They're going to get their liquor license back. And it doesn't even affect Schwartz and Sandy's. But yeah, I'm not so sure with all these ones. Leave a 1-star review. Come on, suck the dick and leave the 1-star review. Because guess what? It don't affect what actually matters, business. So I kind of agree with you. Sandoval's taking a step back from the businesses. Not really. He's behind the scenes knowing everything that's going on. Of course, he is on the face of it. I think, yeah. Look, when Peter was here, I asked him, I said, and Peter was like, I don't even understand this question. I don't think it's that crazy a question. I'm like, do you think Tom Schwartz and Lala and Scheana, I mean, maybe not Scheana if she's fired for allegedly punching Raquel, which we'll get into, all these people that are not Ariana or Tom or Raquel, you mean to tell me they're not happy? You mean to tell me DJ James Kennedy, when he's so outraged and stirring the pot?
Thrilled. Nobody cared. Look at me. Look at me for an example, right? Not that they care one way or the other, but there's a lot of me's out there, people that were fair weather fans of this show or honestly didn't give a shit. And this to me is spiked. So I would never have gone to Schwartz and Sandy's. And now you and I are like,
we're going, girl.
When you get here. Exactly. I wouldn't have cared to go there. I would have been like, no, we're going to Spagos. Like, I don't give a shit about going. Now I'm like, that's our first stop. I mean, same thing. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm watching this season. Peter was talking about this season and Raquel. I'm like, oh, Peter, I'm in. Like, I think James Kennedy, oh my God, all of them. Raquel, did anyone give a shit about Raquel prior? No. Now I wouldn't be surprised if Raquel hosted some sort of, cheaters, I don't know, cheaters redemption show. I mean, she and Rachel Uchitel could host it together. I mean, this is the best thing. Lala, I'd say of all of them probably had the most maybe spotlight, I guess. And
give them Lala it does well. It's a real business.
Yeah, it's a real show. But I mean, who like, honestly, I didn't even, I'd heard Ariana's name, could have cared less. Honestly, I probably couldn't even, maybe I could have picked her out of a lineup like prior to this, but now I know everything about her.
I agree with you. Like
she eats, like, I'm a fan.
I agree with you. Like life after your actual reality show, like whether you are The Bachelor or a housewife, like life after is just crumbs that you collect. And the crumbs pay, but you have to collect a lot of crumbs. So like when you look at a show like The Evil Show where, the villains and it's Jax and Staub and, that's not such an easy gig to get. I don't think it pays $1 gazillion, but, I guarantee you like Raquel Leviss was not getting on a show like that. Her name is not big enough. Now she is. You're right. If there is a show on Hulu or TLC or it's like, Cheaters Island or God only knows what it's going to be. Hi.
Oh my God. What do you think?
Now this is when, because now you have your child. This is when.
What do you think of this cheating scandal? You got to speak to David. You can't not talk.
And let me just start by, this is when I got to like watch my mouth because I'm not that I give it F what anyone says.
Oh no, we always curse in front of him. We don't care. And then people comment.
But this is when last time everyone was like, you are disgusting. How dare you?
Please. Who hasn't dropped the F? He's 2. He's just taking in language. That's what I say. Sponge.
Listen,
Anyway,
I can't control the way I speak. I cannot have, as I say, have a lobotomy at this age. It is too late.
too late.
Um,
Too late.
but I agree with you. Like, look, if there was a TLC show or one of these like really like F-Boy Island or trashy whatever, you mean to tell me Raquel couldn't get some like, yeah, and I agree, a hosting, or if there's like a house for like Dr. Drew, like there's a cheaters rehab, Raquel's name would never, I mean, yeah, this is gonna help in the long run. I agree with you. And by
If
the
I
way,
were Nikki Glazer hosting Fuckboy Island, I don't, I would say, I would reach out to Raquel and oh, look, and there, I just cursed in front of you. I know. Yeah, bad. I know.
say,
If I were hosting F Boy Island, I would reach out to Raquel. I'd be like, look, we want you on the cheater segment at the end when we find out people have been swapping partners. Like, we want you to bust them. You know, a cheater girl, you know how to keep it low key for 6 months. Like, if I were Glazer, I'd be reaching out to her immediately. People don't care anymore. Like there's no like, oh my God, you're all that left with Bill Clinton. And I know we don't get political on this, but I mean, after that, does anyone care about anything to do with cheating now? Like LVP on Watch What Happens Live, she said people cheat every single day all across the world. This is ridiculous. Even LVP is like this, she's loving it, but this is crazy.
she is. First of all, and by the way, let me just make it clear before we get into LVP, because I do have some things to say. I mean, highest ratings in like years for Vanderpump Rules. Years. People are DMing me. People are just like you, Sarah. I can't tell you how many people are saying, I never watched this show. I listen to Behind the Velvet Rope every week. Love the Housewives. I dabbled in Shaw's. There's a lot of people out there that tell me I'm literally going back and they're literally saying, should I start at season 1? Should I start at season 5? Where should I start, David? Like this is, but the last episode too was the highest ever that we've had in a really long time. And I'm sorry, LVP was like she, first of all,
where would you suggest? That's a good question. Where would you suggest people start? Because I'm in that camp. Where would you start?
I mean, to me, it's like, look, there are major people that are not on the show anymore that you almost don't need to invest time in. But like, we have Kristen Doty coming back. I mean, she's back. I really would say take it slow, but start episode 1, season 1, really. And by the way, Miss Glanville is in the scene. It literally is one episode. That Beverly Hills Housewives was 1 hour, and Brandy, it's brilliant. Picture this. Beverly Hills Housewives is on. Brandy is walking and the cameras are following her. And the next thing you know, you're in SUR. And it's not Beverly Hills Housewives. It's Vanderpump Rules, because Scheana's getting hate online. Scheana slept with Eddie. Right. So that was the Brandy. This is why when Brandy was on my podcast, Brandy was like, look, I ain't taking, Brandy was, everyone listened. She was like, I'm not taking anything away from Vanderpump Rules, but she's like, I think I deserve a big paycheck for that first episode. Brandy led into Vanderpump Rules. She did.